My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Thrash. And I should begin this review by saying I'm not the biggest fan of shark movies. Like, Jaws is definitely my favorite, but even then, I'm not as big on that movie as most people. I I like The Meg 2, 47 meters down to The Shallows, Deep Blue Sea. A review for that movie is coming out real soon, and The First Meg. But every other shark movie I've seen, I just do not care for. So, that being said, Thrash is easily my second favorite. I really enjoyed this. It's not great, it's not going to change your life, but I had fun. So let's begin by talking about the cast. And Phoebe Deneville does do a pretty good job here. She's always convincing, and I thought she brought enough personality to her character where she did stand out. Then we've got Whitney Peak, who I don't know if I've actually seen her in anything else, but she does do a pretty good job here. She's convincing at what she needed to do. Then we've got Dejum Hansu, who's fine. I always like his personality, but he does kind of feel kind of generic here, but still a fine enough job. Anna Brownie is in this movie, who I know from the first hour of Furiosa, a movie I love, and I thought she did a pretty good job here. Stacy Kelusin does a good job, and Dante Ubardi does a fine enough job. So, nobody's great here, but everybody is good enough. I do like how this movie focuses on a bunch of different characters, so that way it didn't feel too one note. It always felt like this movie was moving. And I also love how it's a good mix of being a disaster movie and a shark movie. Like, there's a terrible storm, streets are getting flooded, people are getting stuck, and it's all a really shitty situation to be in. And then you throw sharks in the mix, and, well, things go from bad to worse to worse. And it's just the perfect formula for a good time. I was kind of worried this movie would feel too similar to Crawl, and I don't feel like it does. It does feel like its own movie, and it's well directed by Tommy Wakola. It looks good, the sets are well done, the practical effects are well done, and the CGI is good enough. And I like how how stupid this movie can be. It's kind of really stupid, and it's going to piss some people off, but that just made it more enjoyable for me. There was a couple scenes with this guy's shredder, and there's this one scene with what's that song called from White Chicks? You know, and I miss you, and I need you. It's willing to be really stupid, and that's going to be where it loses some people. But I thought it was funny enough, and it was tense enough, especially in the last act. I don't want to give it away, but there's something about the last act that is going to piss some people off, and it's going to lose people. I thought it added to the tension. It got me to care for the character's survival so much more, and it really brought the movie home for me. So it is a good time. I don't think it's a great movie. I still think it could have been more tense. I know it's a bloody movie, and maybe I'm just completely desensitized. I wish the movie was bloodier. I do wish the movie was a bit nastier. And I hate FaceTiming in movies. Whenever there's a character FaceTiming, it just looks so blah. It just looks so not cinematic. And there's also one scene of a character trying to get a boat, and it takes them way too long. Like, it honestly, it feels like hours passed. So that was kind of dumb in a bad way. And there's one scene where one character rescues another character, and it's very difficult for them to get to that location. And then when we see them again, they're just back at the previous location. I wish we saw them climb out of this area. So, yeah, I got a few minor issues, but it's a dumb shark movie and it delivers enough. I do like the multiple characters. That is what allows this movie to keep moving and to never feel bland. It's stupid. It's it's a shark movie from the guy who made Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. That tells you all you need to know, so I'm giving Thrash a 7 out of 10. I guess you could say it's thrashy fun. Or not. It does kind of piss me off that this is one of those Netflix movies where I know it's never going to get a physical release, and it really bums me out. You know, like K-pop Demon Hunters is getting a physical release. J. Kelly probably will. Marriage Story did. But movies like this, movies like The Trip, movies like The House, they just won't. And it's a shame, really, but yeah. Also, this movie was supposed to come out in July in theaters, and I wish that happened. I think it was going to be called Shivers, but I think there was a Keanu Reeves movie called Shivers in the works, so they called it Thrash and they moved it to Netflix. But anyways, Thrash, have you seen it? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon, and Gavin out.